Hey, Chris Jenkins, credentialed member of the media covering the Carolina Panthers for Charlotte Vibe, a.k.a. Man of the People. And don't adjust your screens. I'm not alone. I'm on the road with one half of Panther Nation podcast. Out of habit, I was going to say Rashad.
I know you were.
Out of habit.
And that's fine. And that's fine. I get it. You know, you in my town now. You in my area now, so.
It don't feel like it. So we ain't going to go there already. So.
see. You just ain't been here long enough to understand.
But Jordan with Dave, one half of Panther Nation podcast. Rashad, if you're out there watching, thanks for lending your other half to me for this show today. So as you guys know, we got a show. Man, they are coming. That train has come in, right?
Oh yeah, that's the T. So typically, like they have a rail that they can take that goes right into the stadium on game days.
Okay. So I kind of forgot to set my other camera up to give you guys other views, but basically there are now thousands of people walking right towards me and Dave. So if we get taken out, just know we'll be okay eventually.
We got security right behind us, so we should be okay.
They backed up. Remember, they told us to watch.
Oh, okay. Well, we're gonna see. we're gonna see.
But we're gonna get you guys prepared for this New England Patriots and Carolina Panthers matchup with lots of information. We're also gonna take your questions, and hey, help us get to 20,000 subscribers. Right now, the next mark that we're trying to get to is 15,000. Right, so we've kind of been stuck at 13,000. So if you enjoy the content, please consider subscribing. But if you're already a member or subscribe, you can like the video, leave a comment. Those things help the algorithm show our video to more people. And we want to grow so we can do more things like interviews, coach access, player stuff. So speaking of, if you have not seen it already, I'm going to give you a little teaser. But I sat down one-on-one as I do each week. This week I sat down with Corey Thornton, and I'm going to give you a preview. And we'll come right back in 1 second.
High school, I played receiver.
Uh-huh.
And like towards my senior year, switched to cornerback. I wasn't really good, but I worked hard at it, you know. Worked hard, got my first offer in the weight room. You know, I was grinding. So
yeah.
I'm like that, a receiver too.
Okay. Good stuff. He said he liked that at receiver.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny to me how the players that obviously, like everybody in high school, play both ways, right? And of course, you get to college, you play probably one way, and then you got the once-in-a-generation Travis Hunter who's currently playing both ways. But guys, you cannot play both ways. Like receiver in high school is way different from receiver in the pros. But I think if he gets an interception, it might be interesting to watch.
Oh, well, I mean, he should be getting interceptions, but you know what Steve Smith said about cornerbacks, right? Cornerbacks.
Oh, okay, no.
He said that cornerbacks are fair wide receivers. That's what he. That's what he said.
Yes.
But it seems like he might have the hands, man. So hopefully we'll see him get a pick.
Hey, he said he won states in high school. By the way, I'd like you guys know that you're part of the production crew and team. So you're part of our security. If anybody's coming at us, you got to let us know. But also let me know how well the audio is to make sure that you guys can hear it nice and clearly. We're not too loud. We're not too low. I think we're looking pretty good right now. So we're going to go ahead and get you through everything. And, Dave, I'm going to let you talk a little bit. When we're in Charlotte, we talk about what the scene is like leading up to the stadium. You came in. How would you describe, number one, the atmosphere? How would you describe how many Panthers fans you're seeing? Just give us a little.
Yeah, so I'll tell you guys a story. So one thing that they do at Gillette, they have this thing called a delayed parking lot. So you park your car, but you can't leave until 75 minutes after the game is over. And they give you a $50 gift card. They give you a Visa gift card. So I got the opportunity to be far away and walked in. It's about a 20-minute walk to the stadium from that particular lot. And there were the England Patriots fans we saw, man. I even saw a Patriots fan, a Panthers fan and a Cam Newton jersey. A Patriots Cam Newton jersey because, you know, he had, you know, his wife's a Patriots fan. And had to hide, so to speak. But he showed me the Panthers shirt that he's going to wear once he get off the sideline because they had sideline passes. And he couldn't go down there with a Panthers jersey on, which is understandable. But overall, man, like I'm watching folks walk in right now. I'm seeing more Panthers fans than I expect. So we got a decent contingency up here.
Okay. Actually, I think I'm going to get this picture that we just took. Now I'm going to be able to share it with everybody. But as I get that picture, let's go ahead and get going again. He's David. I had to hesitate because I want to say Rashad.
That's fine, man.
With Panther Nation Podcast, I'm Chris Jenkins with Charlotte Vibe. We're going to get you ready for this matchup today. And let's go ahead and start with a few transactions that have taken place. So, you know, these took place yesterday on Saturday as the Carolina Panthers are getting ready for their matchup today.
This is news to me.
No, this is a big news. It's just they're
but I'm not aware of it. Like I was in Maine yesterday, so I was at another game yesterday. Crazy enough.
Okay. And we got some comments coming. Let's see. Yeah, audio isn't as crisp as normal. Slight static. Audio for guests is too blown out.
Damn, maybe that's just
super distorted. All right, so we're gonna make some adjustments. That's why we ask about things like that. So I'm glad that you guys let us know. We're gonna make some adjustments on
the fly.
The audio. They said it's distorted.
I don't hear it. That's weird.
Well, there's a few pieces to it, but let's see. We will do this here. And since you guys are reporting that the audio was a little distorted, especially from my co-host, then we're going to check now before we get into it a lot more.
Am I good now? Can you hear me?
So
I don't hear my background, but let's see.
They're two separate things, what they're hearing and what we hear in our earpieces. So I want to adjust what they're hearing first, and then we will make sure that we are good. So tell me about the audio now, everybody. We're going to get going, but first we want to make sure that the audio sounds good. It does look a little high.
Yeah, I'm checking the fan base right now, man. There's more folks still walking in, man, from the tee.
It looks a little high on my end, so I'm going to turn it down just a little bit more.
Okay.
And again, Dave, I'm going to fix what we hear in our ears, so don't get confused.
Yeah, I'm good. I can hear you, so that's what matters.
I'm going to turn you up.
I'd rather not hear myself anyway.
Well, I want to hear myself, so I'm going to turn myself back up here in just a second.
I don't need to hear myself. I'm good. I can hear myself.
And Dave, you can take a baby step to your left.
Yep.
There you go. Perfect. They said that's better. Is it great or is it just better? I want it to be pretty good.
All right.
Again, thank you guys for letting us know. I got a better, or you're good, better now. Is it like really better? Because Dave's going to get excited. So I want.
Nah, we're good, man.
When he starts talking louder, I still want it to be good.
I ain't gonna get too crazy today, man. I haven't been this confident about a game in a while. To be honest with you.
All right, I want one more comment about the audio sound. Do you guys want me to turn down just a little bit more? Or are we good? That breeze feels awesome.
Oh my God, we need
that breeze keeps good. Give me one more comment, and then we'll get going. We'll get back to telling you guys. Oh, okay, we got it great. All right. So now I'm going to adjust my audio because I can't hear myself that well.
Oh,
Dave,
Lord.
You said that you're good, right?
Yeah, you can leave me as is. I'm good. As long as you can hear. Nah.
I like messing with you. All right, so I'm just turning mine up.
I'm good.
I'm actually going to hit this down just a tiny bit more. All right. I feel like it still looks a little high, actually. I'm going to turn it down just a smidge more. You know I'm trying to get stuff perfect. All right. Here we go. So yesterday's transactions, also known as elevations. So we activated guard Brandon Walton as part of the standard elevations that are allowed throughout the week. You get 3 throughout the season. So Brandon Walton has been activated. We'll see if he's going to be active today. And also outside linebacker Boogie Basham has been activated. So guard Brandon Walton, he was actually active as well last week against the Falcons. He had just only one snap on the offense, but he also got some time on special teams. So we're not going to jump too far ahead of ourselves, but a lot of questions keep being asked me about Jimmy Horn. Why is Jimmy Horn not going to play? And I tell you guys, and I'm fine. That's what I'm here for, to educate. Jimmy Horn's deficit is that he's low on the depth chart, right? And Dave Canales is adamant about it. If you're going to be a low guy on my depth chart and you want to have a jersey on Sunday, you got to give me something on special teams. And Jimmy does not yet have a place on special teams. Yeah, he could technically return, but then what are you going to do with the guy that's currently returning? So it kind of complicates it. So I mentioned that because I just got ahead of myself here. Brandon Walton, activated last week, he played 7 special team snaps. So he had value in being on the bottom part of that roster. And we need help. And then Boogie, outside linebacker, that's kind of self-explanatory with our outside linebackers, Pat Jones. And guys, I'm going to forget the other outside linebacker that's out.
Now you making me look bad.
Now I'm making him look bad. But we got 2 outside linebackers that are out. So we need some depth right there. All right, by the way, I hadn't said this yet, but Super Chats are welcome. We try to get at least 3 each show. Super Chats, Cash Apps, links in the description. We're independent media, 100% supported by you guys. You guys, in some cases, will help with my bail money that I may need at the times of trying to just do my job. Me and Dave are going to tell you guys a story at some point here.
Oh, we got to.
We're going to try to wait to the end because it's an interesting one. But nevertheless, every dime that we get from you guys helps me travel to the games and have the content that I have up there. So if you're able to do so, appreciate you doing that. And let's go ahead and continue to get ready for this week as Carolina enters today 1-2 after a nice shutout against the Atlanta Falcons last week in Charlotte. And the New England Patriots are also 1-2 after falling to the Pittsburgh Steelers last week, 14-21. Just behind me, and their crux has been turnovers, giving the ball away. Nevertheless, that brings them to a 1-2 record today. These teams are both going to be fighting for 500. I saw two different bits of information about this. I don't know why, but I'm going to go with the official information I get from the Panthers team. So if it's not right, we'll blame them. But this is going to be the 8th matchup between these two teams. And Dave, you want to guess who has the lead for that?
The Panthers do.
Do you know the lead by chance?
4-3.
This guy's educated. That's why he's beside me.
Yeah, it's 4-3.
Yeah, the Carolina Panthers do lead that series 4-3, and they are one of, I believe, I'm pretty close to saying this correctly, only 4 teams since 1995 to have a winning record against the New England Patriots. I do not know who the other 3 would be.
The Broncos is probably one of them.
The Broncos?
Yeah, the Broncos used to have their number.
Okay.
If I had to guess, the Broncos is definitely one of them. Carolina. I have no idea what the other 2.
That's all right. So we're going to go ahead and get into breaking down this matchup. We're going to look at some stats. We're going to talk about their offense, our offense, their defense, our defense. Again, we're just going to get you guys ready for this matchup today.
While you do that, I want to go back to the Jimmy Horn discussion. And I've said this constantly on PNP. We drafted him to be the returner. If he's not going to be the returner, he's not going to get a jersey. And that's the way I've been feeling since we drafted him. Like, if he's not going to be a returner, he's not going to get a jersey.
Yeah.
So I think there was a whole theory that he would play at the wide receiver position, and maybe you can get him to do some help out at that position. But even with all the injuries that we've had so far at the position, he still can't get a jersey. So it's ultimately going to be about special teams.
Yeah.
And return, being primarily a returner.
Yeah.
Like, that's it. Like, I know folks had all this hype when we drafted him, and I like him. But the reality is, when he didn't win a return job, getting on the 53 means he's not going to get a jersey.
Yeah, but he's getting a nice check.
He's going to get a nice check.
And he's getting a chance to develop. I mean, it could have, to me, it easily could have been a worse scenario. I didn't have confidence that he was going to make the 53-man roster.
Oh, I thought he wasn't.
I did not have confidence that he was going to make the 53-man roster based on what I was seeing in practice, based on what I'm seeing in his preseason games. Like, he was not getting in there.
No.
And to me, I'm like, okay, well, he's a late pick. I looked at his career, and in my opinion, his career has not been stellar. It's been, he's just been, as Steve says, just a guy.
A jag,
right?
A jag.
Not demeaning him by any means, but that's what my observations of him were. So anyway, we'll continue to move on and talk about some other things. We're going to look at some stats here, Dave.
Yep.
And let's talk about this matchup. All right, so we got the Panthers on the left and the Patriots on the right. Turnovers, margin, we're both we're good. We're top 4. Patriots are 13th. But let's go ahead and take a look at the offensive stats. And I know this may be a little hard for you to see, Dave.
No, I can see it.
I first like to say, are there any top 10 things that stick out on the offensive side? And for the Carolina Panthers, we only have a top 10 in sacks allowed. So we've been keeping Bryce Young clean, so to say. And so for that, I share with you guys to say, all right, obviously we want the Carolina Panthers to win this game, right? How good of a chance do they have it? Offensively, this team has been kind of, right? We got that shutout last week. But just being critical about the offense in particular, those 30 points weren't so much because of the offense. Those 30 points were mostly because of the special teams
and the defense,
putting them in very good position to not have to go far after they got the ball, as well as the defense. And Bryce Young did not have an incredible game last week, but I'll take the game that he had last week any day over games like week 1 and 2 where he's contributing turnovers, because to me what you see last week is just exemplifies how important it is to not have turnovers to give you a chance to win and let other parts of the team complement you and win. Let your special teams help you win. Let your defense come out and win. But any comments you want to have on these rankings or our offense?
I think for me, and I've been chirping this constantly.
And you can glance at this if you want to talk about
we're not going to win. We're not going to win games if Bryce Young is throwing the ball 35, 40 times. We're just not going to win games, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I think for me, it's very pivotal that we establish the run. It's very pivotal that we don't turn the ball over, and we have to play pretty good defense and pretty good special teams. Like last week, a lot of folks weren't like happy with the stat line because he didn't get to throw the ball that much, he didn't have that many yards, so to speak. But from my perspective, I'll take that stat line any day as long as we keep winning games. I don't care because I want to win. Like we haven't seen a winning Panthers team since 2017. So that's what I want. And this is and when you look at, I know we're focused on the Patriots today, but if you look at the next 4 games, we could be 5-2 at the end of this with the way that we're playing. If we could just stay fundamentally sound. Like this game is shouldn't be a tough game for us. We're going up against a team that turns the ball over constantly. Constantly.
Yes.
Like this is the golden opportunity for us.
Do you want to go about predictions yet? Do you want to say? We can come back to details later, but do you want to say who's going to win?
I think the Panthers are going to win this game, and I think it's going to be easy.
Okay.
I do. Like I think if the team that showed up last week shows up this week, we're going to win this game easily.
Something else I want to touch on the defense side, and we got another super chat, so we're 2/3 of the way there, and I have not given shout-outs to those super chats. Just know it's coming in just a second as we get through these stats for the Carolina Panthers and their offense. We're 14th in red zone percentage. I like that. What I don't like the most out of all these stats here, we are 25th in net rushing yards. 25th.
That's what we got to fix.
In next rushing yards, and that's pretty surprising, right? When you got Rico in the offseason, you're like, now I wasn't saying, oh, automatically here we go back to this double trouble life, but I felt good about, well, you can run the heck out of Chuba, and then you can, when he needs a breather, you can run the heck out of Rico for 2 seconds. Like you don't have to hesitate in giving Chuba a break so that the other guy can come in and do the exact same thing that Chuba was doing, and we have not had that success at all. Very, very poor on the run game for the Carolina Panthers, and a chance to improve it today, but these Patriots actually are solid against the run.
They are
as well, so I don't.
But who have they gone up against in the run game this season?
Patriots?
Yeah, they haven't gone against anybody that has a good run game like that.
Yeah,
they haven't. Like, but now numbers wise, we don't really show that either, right? But I believe in the talent of the running backs that we have. I believe in the talent of Chuba Hubbard and Rico, right? So I think I would argue this is probably the best set of running game that they've seen all year so far. I mean, it's the 4th game, but like I don't think the Steelers got a good run game like that. I don't think the Dolphins is our world beaters with the run game like that.
Okay.
Like I think this is going to be their toughest test, and we just got to show that this is going to be their toughest test.
Let's go ahead and let's bring our attention to the New England Patriots offense. Top 10 rankings for them. They are 8th in net passing yards. So Mike Jackson, J.C. Horn, and the company will have some opportunities to get some of those balls out of the air today. Had intercepted. I've never seen that stat before to know what that is. Have you ever seen that?
What's the name of
it
that?
Said had intercepted. Okay. Nevertheless, fumbles lost. They're bad at, which we talked about in terms of giving the Carolina Panthers some opportunities. And they are really good in third down percentage ranking. So just my evaluation of both offenses, they both are kind of like, meh, right? Have some, you know?
I mean, they are. They're meh. You're right. They're meh. They're not that good. I mean, Drake, I've been impressed with Drake Maye overall, but I think that's the nature of the schemes that they're running too. But
okay.
I've been impressed with Drake Maye. I think they got a good quarterback, man. It's better than what they had before with Mac Jones. So I think they got a good quarterback.
I feel like they're kind of comparable, which is why they're both 1 and 2 as well, right?
Yep.
The Carolina Panthers have some pizzazz coming possibly in the run game with Teteroa McMillan if Bryce can not do turnovers and get the ball and give them an opportunity. But Teteroa and Bryce do look promising. Our run game has been terrible. And then you go to the other side for the offense for the New England Patriots. Drake, well, he got to have his rifle in his hand. I thought he was just letting it hang when he first rolled by. But anyway, Drake Maye has that potential. He's putting up some numbers, but then his offense, whether it's the running backs fumbling, whether he's fumbling, and his run game on the offensive side is terrible. So you've got both of these teams who got a piece of the offense kind of working, and then got a piece of the offense that they're needing to develop. So let's go ahead and flip to the other side, defense. Which let's give Mr. Ivero a little round of applause because a lot of people have been critical of him, as they should be. He has not done too well in the past 2 seasons with this Carolina Panthers. We actually got worse last season than we were the previous. But your personnel does have something to do with that, right?
Mm-hmm.
But he got his shutout last week, and his defensive players gave him some credit for it. But let's look at where we stand defensively for this Carolina Panthers team. All right, so, again, I like to first touch on top 10. We have 3rd in interceptions, 5th in takeaways. So I'm going to touch on those two again really quickly. 3rd in interceptions, 5th in takeaways. So one of the reasons why we're 3rd in interceptions, we've had one in every single game. I forget who was week 1. I think J.C. Horn was week 1. Who was week 2? I forget. But we had Mike Jackson and Shaw Smith-Wade in weeks 3. So we're doing pretty good in that interception area. Where we need to obviously improve upon is our sacks. And we're going to get into talking about that. But I feel like we have a pretty good chance to get some of those today, right? Princely's the only one who has a sack this season. But this New England Patriots team, and we're going to take a look at the inactives here soon, they've been giving up a lot of contact to my man Drake. And he had 5 last week. And I know I might not get the exact order right, but I think their left guard is definitely out and their right guard was questionable. Nevertheless, I'm absolutely sure that they have one starting offensive lineman that is out, and then they have one offensive lineman that is questionable. And then, I'm sorry, so speaking about the defense for the Carolina Panthers, that says you got some opportunities to get these guys some pressure on Drake.
On top of that, the fact that Drake throws the ball a lot. Like, he throws a ball. Their passing game is as efficient as it is because of the opportunities that he has. So because of that, this should be a golden opportunity for us to finally start getting that sack party going.
Right.
Like, if we can't get it turned on today with an offensive lineman being out or potentially 2 offensive linemen being out, starters being out, I don't know when we're going to get it. Like, having only 1 sack for the season so far is unsat, and it's not something – I know we've used to been seeing it now, but it's not something I'm used to from the culture from the Panthers as a whole historically. So hopefully we can get that going today, get this crowd quiet, and maybe if they're on the same delayed exit line as me, they pay their $50 to get out there early.
I never heard of that. So let's go ahead and again take a look at the extreme. What's the worst? Net rushing yards. We're 26 on defense. But, this is one actually that I think will improve after today.
Better, man.
Because your New England Patriots have I forget to see. Let's see. We'll go on the offensive side and see. So on the offensive side, their rushing should be pretty poor.
They're not good.
They're only 19th.
They're 19th.
Wow.
That was off of one game against the Dolphins.
Yeah.
The only win they got.
I thought they would have been worse than that. But
they're not good running the ball. The big thing about the running backs now is that they fumble the ball a lot. The running back they had 4 fumbles last week.
Yeah, and rushing. Oh man, of course I'm not going to quickly find my notes right here. But for rushing for the New England Patriots, their leading rusher is Drake Maye.
Drake Maye
is their leading rusher, and he's tied with the running back Stevenson.
Stevenson.
With Stevenson. Drake Maye and Stevenson are tied at 87 yards rushing.
Terrible.
For the season. This is week 4, so that's through 3 games. 80. What is that? 28 yards per game.
Yeah.
That's horrible, right? So that could be an opportunity for this Carolina Panthers team if they are still struggling with that rush for the New England Patriots, and then you got some offensive linemen out. You get them behind, right? Which you could say is a possibility. If our special teams continue with those knuckleballs and give us some good positions, our field goal kicker seems to be legitimate enough for us to kick something, right? So if we score early, and we don't have to come out 14-0, but if let's say we score 7-0 and it starts to kind of get later into the game, first half, they're going to be pressed like, well, we got to try some more passing, get Derek Brown and company after him, get some interceptions. And, hey, you could have some good things happening there.
Absolutely.
Let's continue to look at the defense. So let's go to the other side, the New England Patriots defense, which is going to talk about, again, opportunities for the Carolina Panthers or challenges for the Carolina Panthers. Their net rushing yards per game, we kind of touched on it. They're pretty good, the New England Patriots. They're second in stopping the run. So Chuba and Rico might, who knows what that will yield for them. They also get their share of interceptions. They got 3. Bryce has been turning it over all but last week against the Falcons. So we got to watch out for that. And they're good at taking away. Both of these teams are pretty decent at taking away the ball. and their defense gets some sacks, and Bryce Young could be on the go. So that's the defensive part. Dave, I don't know if you want to have any further comments on that. If not, we'll continue to run through.
Yeah, I think, like I said earlier, when it comes to the run game, I want to see how we do today against that defense. I think this would probably be a golden opportunity, even though they're ranked high, because I believe that we have some pretty talented running backs, and I don't think they've really ran into too many staples. The Dolphins had a pretty decent run game, but outside of that, I'm not impressed with the other two opponents that they have from a run game perspective.
How impressed are you with the Cardinals' run defense and the Jaguars?
Wow.
And the Falcons, because we still have had 3 other teams, which you could say have not had great rushing stops, and Rico and Chuba have not had a game where they've got near 100. I mean, we got behind.
That's the other problem, right?
And those first 2, Jacksonville and Arizona.
Like, and the thing is, what we've noticed with Coach Canales is that when we get behind, man, we abandon the run rather quickly. Like we kind of,
because we get behind bad.
Yeah, but the thing is, man, like you don't want the tee off either, right? Like if you're gonna make yourself so one dimensional so quickly, that means Bryce is gonna get teed off on. You don't want that either.
Yeah.
So you still got to try to find a way to mix it up.
Hey, some other things I want to touch on. Why is your mic looking better than my mic?
Man,
that's crazy. I'll adjust. No, you're good. You're good. So a few other quick hits about the New England Patriots offense. Some people have been saying, man, this Carolina Panthers team, they struggle against tight ends. If that is the case, they will struggle today. Hunter Henry has been their leading wide receiver by far, had about 90 yards on 8 or 9 receptions last week. So that is something that could happen, or just want you guys to be aware of, because, again, like to get you prepared to watch the game, know what to look for. Stephon Diggs, lots of good stuff off the field.
Not on, though.
On the field, not too much. Pretty much a question mark there. So, and then as we've already touched on, Drake Maye being a pretty solid quarterback for them, but he just has so many other kind of sometimes you want to say, unfortunately, there's 10 other guys out there on the field that need to help him out, and he has not been getting the most help. But he's actually been a very proficient at throwing the ball quarterback so far this season. He had 2 TDs, 1 interception last week, had almost 300 yards. So there's some things for you guys to watch for on the New England Patriots side. And also one other interesting tidbit. Ivero, we talked about the offense and the defense, right? We're about to go to special teams. Ivero has struggled. Now, he called a good game last week.
Yep.
But for those that really, really study the analytics and the numbers, something that Ivero does is he does a lot of zone. He plays a lot of zone, including cover 3 and cover 2, right? He doesn't get into a lot of man. Very heavy on zone-type coverages. Drake Maye excels.
In zone
cover. Oh, we got the horses. Okay. My son got off.
Look at you. You out here getting scared over there. My son's behind us. If y'all don't know that,
but Drake Maye excels in zone coverages, actually having a 51% success rating against the zone, 4th best in the NFL when you put this guy in zone. Hopefully, the Panther staff is way more deep in resources than mine. And they kind of aware of tendencies and somebody's point, hey, we may want to kind of adjust this week because the guy we're playing does really well, 4th best against the zone. So we'll see, for you guys that are really analytical out there.
So I have a question for you.
Hopefully I have an answer.
For the first 3 games of this season, have you thought that they're willing to change their scheme for the opponent? If you catch my drift, if they're always
we're just gonna do what we do and see how they go again.
Yeah, that's my biggest fear right now. And here's my thing, man. And for me, it ultimately boils down to this.
And we need one more super chat out there, please, to get to 3.
One more. For me, it boils down to this, right?
Keep talking, Dave.
If it's about coaching, and I feel like if we lose this game, it's because we got outcoached. And that's how I feel about this. I believe that if we lose this game, we got outcoached. Because if we know that the quarterback's good at zone, we probably should try to mix it up a little bit. And that's my concern. I'm very concerned that they're not going to mix it up because of how efficient, even though Drake Maye is so efficient in the zone.
We're going to see Stephon Diggs come out and be the old Stephon. That would be crazy,
right?
We
called him Steve Diggs on the show.
Oh, well.
Because, Family Matters, Stephon Urkel's,
Yes.
And he hasn't played as well, so he's Steve Diggs right now.
Okay.
He's Steve Diggs until Friday.
That's Stephon. I like that.
He's Steve Diggs for now.
Let's go ahead and take a look at one more thing. We just should have those inactives coming out in just a second. Man, my right-hand side is burning up, which is where that sun is coming from. There we go. Let's look at special teams. This is a new stat that they are now providing, which we have not shown before. By the way, we got over 250 people watching. We got looks like one Patriots fan in there because we got a thumbs down. So there's always that one. But nevertheless,
don't worry, man. It's okay. You can still like it.
It was that security lady. She probably went online. Had somebody.
She went looking for you to get that thumbs down in there, man.
Yeah. So we're gonna come back to this because me and Dave can't wait to tell you this. But just one part of like the challenges, I'm telling you, there's so many challenges with independent media. I try not to talk about it all the time, just do the show to make it look like there's nothing going hard and how these productions is looking 4K and all this stuff set up. But when you hand somebody your credential meaning like I'm supposed to be entitled to whatever I'm doing, then you would expect to be able to do what your credential entitles you to do. But today I had to wait for a two-step verification on my credential.
Like an app password.
Like an app, yes.
Yeah, like a password.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you entered the right password, but let's doubly make sure that you are you.
We need to send you 3 text messages to make sure that you got the proper 6-digit code to.
Yeah, and then as they're looking at my credential, they say, who are you with? Oh, that big title about my organization that is on my credential, I guess isn't readable to you, and maybe you're thinking I made it up. But I'll tell you, I'm with Charlotte Vibe, and he's with Panther Nation Podcast. But we'll come back, and you guys will know what all that means. Nevertheless, where was I? We were talking about the special teams set up.
About the special team.
Yeah, the special team.
We had some special teams this
morning.
Yes,
they are to our right. Top 10, none but field goal percentage. The Carolina Panthers are tied for first, being 100%. We haven't missed.
I mean, we need to keep that streak going.
Net punting. They don't have like a kickoff return kind of. Well, this is dumb. I thought we were going to have something kickoff return related. We do, but we're 30th.
We're not
That's
good at it.
That's kind of weird.
We're not good at it, man.
But we messed Atlanta up pretty good last week.
Yeah, but we didn't mess the other 2 teams up the first 2 weeks.
Okay. To where we're still 30th?
Yeah.
That means
we weren't good the first 2 weeks of special teams and kickoff returns and stuff like that. We were not good.
We had to have been terrible.
We weren't. We were.
Okay. I missed some things. I'm one person trying to do a lot of things, so I don't make everything.
Special teams has been an Achilles heel to me. That like the best game of special teams we played was last week. So we got to find out if last week was an outlier or not, or the Falcons were just that terrible, like I thought they were anyway.
Hey, we just got to give up. You like hearing all the stuff in the ear?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah? Don't duck. But we're going to get to those Super Chats in just a second. Again, I really appreciate the Super Chats, independent media. We don't have Gillette Stadium sending us a little $10,000 check every week to help us do what we do. 100% of what we do comes from you guys. That's why I often go to say whatever you guys want to see, want me to talk about, is what I want to do. And you guys seem to appreciate that a lot, so I'm going to continue to do that. And I got 2 games that I'm still trying to get funding to go to. One is Green Bay, and the other San Francisco. For some reason, those tickets are like going across to freaking South Africa or something. They're very expensive for some reason. So they're not yet in the budget, but if you guys are able to and willing to, that'll be great for the support. So let's finish. Sorry, but Super Chats are still good. Did not mean to hit that button. Last little quick look at the special teams. I can't see my screen enough. All right, let's look at the other side. For the New England Patriots, they are actually 10th in gross punting average. They are 7th in kickoff return. Uh-oh, Dave. Now I'm scared because you said that we're still 30th after the good week last week. And then penalties, they're both top 10. So that's a look at special teams. Any other things on special teams?
Special teams scares me because they do have a pretty good – I can't remember the guy's name, but they can return the ball pretty well. So that scares me a little bit. Outside of that, though, I mean, I'm good on the field goal kicker. I just hope we do better at the return game. Like, you would think for us being ranked as low that Jimmy Horn would find a spot on this roster, so that says a lot about Jimmy Horn.
No, because we got a lot of good returners back out there.
We're going to see.
I won't say good, but, it's important for Dave to have 3 running backs, obviously.
Yeah.
Because even though you kind of forget about Raheem Blackshear, he was active every single game last year, even though you were not going to see him at the running back position too often, right? And he was out there for special teams abilities and flexibility, and now we got 3 running backs that we'll have active every week this week, Trevor, Tuba, and Rico, and they're contributing in that area. So it's just going to be, as we've talked about, hard for Jimmy to get on the field, get a jersey on a Sunday, but hopefully that happens. So I'm waiting for the inactives to come out. Hadn't hit yet, so give me just a second. I think we might go to some questions here. Let me see if I got anything else that I want to touch on, and we might get into some questions as we get ready to talk about that part of it. You know, we got a lot of video that we got to share. So let's go through some video. No, let's go to the daggone super chats. I beg for these super chats, and then they ain't gave the people their props yet.
You got to read them, man.
What am I doing? So T Green, which you know what, she also gets a round of applause because I love it when a member also gives us a super chat. Memberships are available. Only on Sundays is it hard for me to make sure I mention every single time a member comes on, but every other day of the week, members always get a special acknowledgement and shout-outs when they come to the channel, and your questions are acknowledged. So T Green says, Panthers, get the win today and go to 500. Yeah, T Green, I appreciate it so much, and that would be a great thing. From Rashak, this Locks Maine, not Dave, with a Bryce jersey on.
Oh, look at Locks Maine.
Yeah, that means something to you?
Yeah, I know Locks Maine.
Okay. Y'all got some beef or anything?
No beef.
Okay, all good?
Shout out to Locks Maine.
Shout out to you, man. Appreciate you checking out the show.
No beef. I don't have beef with anybody, Chris.
You try not. You sure?
I'm positive.
Because you were being a little wordy earlier, to combative to
some
staff. That's
the word.
No.
I'm not combative. I just asked a question.
Hey.
I just wanted to ask a question.
You know how they tease you, say, if you want to hear something good, wait to the end? I promise you. I won't go completely unfiltered, but I'm going to let this guy go unfiltered the last part of the show. So if you wanted some good entertainment, we're going to talk about it once we get through everything. What had happened was earlier today. All right, so stay tuned. But Panther Prime Podcast, thank you so much for your $10 super chat, $9.99 to be exact. The Panthers will not struggle today with tight. Hey, speak it into existence, right? I like it. So, hey, we reached our goal of 3 super chats. Still, if you guys want to continue to donate more, please do so. Cash App is also listed in the link, but I'll just tell you, it's pretty easy. See Vibe. So if you want to send, I always say, hey, if everybody watching just one time send $1, that would cover me for my travel for a show, right?
True.
What's $1, right? And a lot of us have Cash App. So if you're able to, only if you're able to, we'd appreciate it. All right, let's go and start to look at some video. It's kind of like take a look back at the week. I'm just going to pick one and play, and we're going to talk about it.
Yeah, just his consistency. Obviously on the field, just, being especially with his coaching staff in different places, being consistent everywhere. But it's really on how he carries himself and everything he does. Consistent and showing up early, doing the little things in walkthrough and meetings, always locked in, knowing exactly what's going on, having the formations down, all that stuff. Just that consistency, it builds trust within all of us.
Don't do like Dave. You are Dave. Dang it.
That's
Don't
right.
do like Rashad. Because once those inactives come out, he got ADD, he got to get into it. So we're going to immediately get into the inactives after we talk about that clip right there. So last week, your boy Rashad talked about nepotism as part of David Moore being
nepotism?
out. Yeah,
Nepotism?
yeah.
Shout out to Pat Coltrane.
Yeah, shout out to the Patriots people out here looking
that's the next train. The next train just came in. They coming, man.
looking all festive. Sometimes some festive kind of just catches your eye, like, hey, okay, like entertainment. But David Moore, that was Bryce Young on David Moore talking about his what he likes about him as a player. I don't get excited about David Moore. Now, all these wide receivers last week, to be honest, did not have great games because if you have your quarterback only getting 121 yards, then obviously you're not going to have any wide receivers that were doing anything spectacular. But I don't even know what to say.
You don't want David Moore starting, is what I'm hearing?
No.
You're gonna be very disappointed in a couple minutes once the reboot.
Well, I mean, that's what we're talking about, right? Things could happen that are out of my control, but I'm just giving my opinion about things. I don't like him starting. I don't.
But the
I don't know who else. I know I'm running all over you, but I don't know who else you put out there. I guess, right?
I mean, you could probably take your chance with Tremaine, but that's not going to happen with this coaching staff. They're going to go with somebody that they know. You know this, Chris. They're gonna roll with David Moore.
So yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Brain fart. So yeah, why can't you have Bryson Tremaine, Tedero McMillan, and Hunter Renfrow?
I think.
Why can't you have that?
Well, I think you should. But we've already seen historically that this coaching staff is going to go with the vets before they go with the young guys.
And why can't we have Hunter Renfrow running patterns that get him open more than like 3 or 5 yards down the field?
Think what he's there for.
I mean, he don't need to go 20 yards.
Look, man.
But he gonna catch. Okay, we'll stay on task. But anyway,
Coco might be back in a week.
Let's go ahead. We got a super chat that we're gonna play. Then we're gonna go over these inactives. Then we're gonna come back to some things, and then we're gonna make sure we get to. We'll get to some questions, and then we got to get to the long anticipated. If you watch till the end, you will greatly be entertained. $3 super chat from Ali Bodrick. Welcome back, Chris. Win number 2 pending. Loading up. Win number 2. Yeah,
Absolutely.
I don't feel like overwhelmingly. I'm going to give us a 60% chance. I was on the plane yesterday talking to the guy. I said, it's kind of close to a 50-50, but I get the Panthers a 60% chance.
70.
You go 70?
70.
All right, he gives them 70.
70.
Dave, I'll let you freestyle for a second while I get this inactive list going.
All right. So, I mean, look, man, I know folks ain't happy about David Moore starting, but this is what you're going to get right now because of the coaching staff. Like, I just can't. We've seen what they've done, just like when it came to playing Nick Gordon and Princely. Folks had to get hurt before they got their opportunities and get more snaps in. So I don't think that's going to change with regards to that. But, I mean, who knows, man? David Moore might surprise us today. He might surprise us today.
He might. You going to bet on it?
He might. No.
Okay.
Look, man, you're asking for too much. But no.
Help you get some of this money back that you spent this weekend.
Man, at least I don't have to pay for parking today.
You didn't?
No.
Okay.
The late lot's free. You get a $50 gift card.
Okay.
Yeah. The late parking's free. You just got to wait 75 minutes, which is fine because they charging $50, $60 the parker out here, man.
They charging a little bit.
Yeah.
And you was not even close, at least when I was seeing it. All right, look at this. What DJ Cap? Major key alert. Surprisingly, don't fall out your seats. Jimmy Horn Jr. is inactive for today's matchup against the New England Patriots.
Shocker.
Xavier Legette.
Is inactive as well.
Inactive as well. That's not a shocker. Center Nick Samek. Tight end Jatavian Sanders. Outside linebacker Pat Jones. Defensive tackle Jaden Cromedy.
And Wanham was the guy that we couldn't remember.
It is indeed the guy that we couldn't remember. DJ Wanham is out, so those are our 2 linebackers. So both of those guys that were elevated yesterday have successfully earned a jersey today. Anything sticks out or further discussion you have about those inactives?
Honestly, no. I mean, I'm not shocked by Jimmy Horn. Legette is starting to get fascinating to me. I mean, I know he hurt him. I guess he got injured right before the game the week prior. And now, I understand you got to have your hammy. Man, how severe is this?
I mean, you got Coker that's been out, but on IR.
But he went on IR.
Well, they didn't think it was going to be that bad for Xavier. And you
If Coker comes back before Xavier, I'm going to have some questions.
But one part of it, devil's advocate, right, is sometimes things don't go as you think they're going to go, right? Mm-hmm. And so I feel like that could easily be the case with his hamstring. Like, it doesn't seem that bad because, that first week he was still seemingly, hey, there's a possibility he could play this Sunday. Right. It didn't really heal like we thought it would. Second week, actually, it seems more severe the second week because I think he was like limited in practice last week, but this week he did not practice the entire week.
And that's why I'm curious.
Okay.
I'm curious.
It's worse. It's worse than they thought it was.
Okay. When you have okay.
What do you think it is? What's your curiosity? What's the other part of it?
Sometimes players get let out. Sometimes players sit for a little bit when things aren't going the way you think they should be going for your season.
Yeah. And get paid a few dollars while doing it. That's what Dave thinks. No worries with that. Hey, we got another.
He might be hurt. I'm not denying the injury. I just, some people play through injuries all the time, B. That's all I'm saying.
We got some super chats that we got to get to, and then we're just going to break the format because you know what? We are for the fans out there, right? So we want to spend about the next 10 minutes going through some Q&A that I'm seeing in the comments, and then we'll end with 5 minutes of Dave going off. But we got some more super chats. You guys are going to get me to Green Bay and San Francisco. I feel it. We got a super chat from Roadmaster. Says,
super chat
to Chris, always bringing us the good content. Yes, I do my best, even when people don't want me to. Man, other people, let's get this dub. Keep pounding. Hey, appreciate you very much, Ken88. You know what, Dave? I'm going to just go and ask for it. Let's go ahead and get 10. We're up to 8.
Might as well go for 10.
We might as well go for 10, right? Let's go for 10.
Let's go for 10.
And it could be any amount. You see, they've been from $2. They've been $10. They could be $100. Whatever you are willing and able to, we appreciate it. It helps us do it. There's a lot of equipment and things around here that you guys don't see that goes into it that you guys have helped us to get. Dave can actually hear me. We didn't have these headsets basically until midway through last year, I think. Maybe 2 years ago, right? And then he couldn't hear the sound effects before. He can hear that.
Yep.
So we continue to make improvements that you guys don't see, but it's actually when you see the show going smoother and smoother. Somebody's called the helicopter police on Dave because they got.
You sure that's the police? That might be Bob Kraft. You out here trying to front.
No, I thought it said police.
I didn't see it. I didn't see that. But
it has been circling.
Bob Kraft be out here landing, man.
Does he?
Oh yeah.
Oh, he got a few dollars.
Oh yeah.
He got a few dollars.
Just a few. Just remember that last name.
All right. Let's see. We got Tyrone C. What's up, Chris and Dave? Keep pounding. Hey, appreciate you. We're gonna mix up the sound effects here a little bit. We're just gonna have.
Come on now, dog.
We're just gonna.
Come on, man.
Come on, man. We appreciate y'all. Very much. And then we got your boy Rashak that came back. Bryce Young, player of the game.
You guys really want that man to throw for 300 yards, don't you? I don't want him throwing for 300 yards if we lose. Like I'm just trying to peep game on y'all, man.
All right.
That's not what you want.
So, all right, 10 minutes. We're about to start the timer here. We want to interact with you guys. I'm going to go through these comments. Me and Dave will take them as we can. We'll try to get through as many as we can. And also at this point, if you haven't done a super chat and you want to do one to make sure that we get to your comment, please go ahead and do so. Leonard Kowalski said, helicopter gate. It's definitely circling around a lot.
There's a banner on that one.
Mike Long said XL isn't going anywhere, guys. No, I don't think he's going anywhere.
I don't think he's going anywhere. I'm just curious.
XL for DJ straight up. Okay.
Bears ain't gonna take that deal.
Let's see. Reporters say otherwise. Oh, okay, that was some internal conversation. I don't know what you got. Dave, you got some people talking about XL ain't hurt. So I will share this, right?
I insinuated that
he's not hurt.
Not hurt to the point where he's missing 2 games. Like the first game, cool, got it, because he got hurt near the end of the week. Got it, right? You got time to evaluate. Second game, I got the fact that he didn't practice the whole week. I got questions.
You could demote the guy instead of just making him completely inactive.
Well, but if you don't, but if you're trying to not cause a scene,
there's no way to not cause a scene.
No,
he's had statistics that have made him the talk of the league.
But the thing is, it made him the talk of the league. But if he's hurt, it doesn't look as bad as, we just going to sit you down for Bryson Tremaine and David Moore and soon to be Jalen Coker.
I mean, maybe you feel the same way and say, yeah, our coach needs to step up. But I'm going to say, man, you're a weak coach. Bro. If you're afraid to make decisions, if you're afraid to not make a decision.
But he's a rah-rah guy.
You said Bryce Young.
Yeah, but
that's as bold as it gets.
I get it.
After 3 games?
Yeah. And we got lucky because Dalton got hurt and Bryce came back. But I think this situation is kind of unique because we know that something's going on, man. I think there's more to the story.
All right, I'm glad you guys made this comment here because they said Christian Gonzalez is active. So I did mean to read the New England Patriots. But go ahead and comment on that, Dave.
Yeah, no, that's fascinating because I live up here, guys, for those who don't know. So I work with a bunch of Patriots fans, and they were praying that Christian Gonzalez was going to be available today. And now that he is, it's going to be interesting. We're going to get a rematch. Those 2 guys used to play each other in college, T-Mac and Christian. So it'll be interesting to see how they do in the pros. But T-Mac took care of him in college, so hopefully we can see something similar today. But that's a big activation for the Patriots.
Yeah, I can't exactly. I'm trying to read their inactive list, and it's just a little bit. All right, so forget about that. I'm not going to. But yes, Christian Gonzalez is active, so that's going to bode well for the New England Patriots. And I want to see if their linebacker.
I thought I saw one of them was down there.
Let's try again. So let's see. That's that post there. Yeah, they just talk about the one guy who's.
No, I thought they showed a couple plays in there.
Okay, here we go. Here we go. So their inactives are Eric Gregory, defensive tackle, Jarrett Wilson, guard, Caden Wallace, guard, Efton Chisholm, wide receiver, Elijah Ponder, outside linebacker, Tommy DeVito.
I didn't realize they had that man.
Quarterback. He is inactive. And
so that's 2 guards.
I know they had a a lineman that was, let's see, was it Gonzalez? Check through my notes here really quick. Yeah, we just said Christian Gonzalez, right?
Chris Gonzalez is the cornerback. He's active.
Okay, yeah. So
he's a pretty good cornerback too.
all right, so let's continue to what we at 11:50. So we got 5 more minutes of questions, and we got one more super. So we only need one more super chat. So somebody said, "Is the game on?" No, the game comes on at 1 o'clock.
Yeah, kickoff's at 1.
1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. The game will come on at 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And we got one more super chat. We got one from Rock Jones. Safe travels, Chris. Keep pounding, fellas. We will do so and appreciate the wish. So we just need one more super chat in the next 9 minutes. And we're going to turn it, go through some more of these things here. So, man, I forget the matchup. The guy opposite of Chandler Zavala for the New England Patriots. I thought he was somebody that was questionable with his health, and if he
Milton Williams, right?
That's what I'm trying to quickly get to.
I think it's Milton Williams, the guy that didn't want to sign with us.
But he looks like he is
He's probably active.
So
we don't get to see him today.
So yeah, I don't want to waste time trying to do that because we got so few time. But it looks like just look for Chandler Zavala to have some troubles today, because I think the guy that's opposite of him is active, and he's pretty good. And Zavala has only started, I think, 3 games in his career, right? So a guy that can do solid and respectable against, solid, respectable guys on the other side. But when you got a Pro Bowler, a really good guy against you, that's going to test you and your abilities on the offensive line and keeping Bryce Young clean. So make sure that you guys watch out for that. I apologize, I don't have his exact name, but we want to make sure we continue to rock through the show. And for Life says, love seeing Dave in Process Blue for the away game. Hell yes.
I'm here. I love the Process Blue jerseys, man. I love them.
Why don't we have, I think he meant Horn in the lineup. Yeah, Horn's not going to be in the lineup.
He's not going to be in the lineup, guys.
Now, that's a different helicopter. That could be Kraft. That's a different helicopter.
Oh, yeah.
I don't want you to look right into the light there.
It's all right now. I can see it.
That's a little dangerous. What's up, Keetwan Ellis? We got some people from Ireland in here. What's going on with you from Ireland? Did not know Dave lived up here.
Man, y'all don't listen to me, man. I'll be telling y'all that though.
Here we got our last super chat. So we're gonna go on this last super chat. I got one more comment, and then do I have a drum roll? Let's see. And then this is how we're gonna go into the story. We're gonna leave it there. When you hear that, that's when we're about to tell you something great. But let's go to the super chat. This one. No, we're gonna do this one question. Dave, what do you think is going to be your biggest I told y'all moment today?
When we beat the Patriots badly.
Okay, badly? You didn't say.
I don't
you
think
said badly. You gave him a 70% chance of winning.
I think this game is not gonna be close, man.
Okay.
I really don't. Like, if we show up the way that we showed up last week, this game's not gonna be close.
All right.
I really do think that.
And
because I don't think the Patriots gonna be that good this year anyway.
Bruh.
Just saying.
All right. So I got to give a lot of love for you guys for showing up today, supporting the channel as you do all the time. Hey, there's a reason why I'm out here sweating in a suit. I got my man Dave out here supporting as well, helping us out, sweating, getting
just sweating, but not in the suit.
Not in the suit. Being harassed along with me.
Nice suit though.
Thank you.
It didn't help you today, but nice suit though.
It did. I was just another guy.
A jag.
Our super chat. So let's go through them. And guys, I got to think of something big, right? If I am indeed able to get enough money to go to Green Bay and San Francisco, I need to do something special for you guys. I don't know what that would be because I feel like I go to do a lot when I get on the road anyway, by doing a night before show, by doing a pregame show, and then doing a game show immediately afterwards on the field. So I don't know what more I could do, but I do sincerely thank you guys. So let's get through these super chats. We got more than 10. We got that one already from Rock Jones, and then we got another one from Roadmaster. Tell Dave, take that BY9 off.
No.
I don't know why they want you to do that, Dave.
No, why would I do such a thing?
Super chat from Teague. Let's give it up, man. Y'all really gonna make me cry on TV for these super chats?
Yeah, man.
That means so much.
Get your money, man.
We gonna be funded. And then we got another one, $2 from Rashak. Says Panthers 24, Pats 17. And they flowing in. I feel like we're doing a telethon now. Like, you guys are killing it.
Get it in.
We will. I don't know how much later we'll stay because I got to go in
You got to get
to the press box, get set up. My photographer, by the way, quick plug for our photographs. So, actually, just plug overall for Charlotte Vibes coverage for the day. So, pregame show we always do 2 hours before, so that's typically 11 a.m. that you're watching right now. After we're done this pregame show, I'm going to head inside, go up to the press box, and start reporting from the game. Be sure to watch us on Twitter. You probably have already seen us pushing out pictures right now. We got our photographer already inside on the field, showing you the scene as it's getting ready for the Patriots and the Panthers set up. So hop on over to Twitter once you're done to see photos, the best photos that you're going to get of the Panthers in game, live from our Twitter account. And then we're also able to give you guys injury updates and see stuff behind the scenes that you might not hear on TV immediately or know right away. So we'll get that information out to you on Twitter. And then approximately 30 minutes, maybe 20 minutes. It's a little hard for me to get everything. But I'll go live again post-game from the field, from the comfy confines of Gilette Stadium. I'll break down what I saw in the game today, as well as provide you snippets from the press conference with Dave Canales, as well as Bryce Young, as well as what's going on in the locker room. So that is your planned coverage for the day. Dave, do you have anything with Panther Nation Podcast? You're just
I'm going to the game with my son.
He having family time.
That's right.
So thank you, Rashak, for that. And look at they loving you, Dave. We got $5 more from the ref for loving your optimism.
Look, man, I can't go to work tomorrow and us losing.
Yeah?
No.
Looks like you're not
I might wear this jersey tomorrow if we blow them out like I say we are.
Okay. Good deal. Hey, we are now at this part of the show that if you guys have been patiently waiting, we are going to bring it to you. Live from Gillette Stadium, I'm Chris Jenkins. This is Dave for Half Panther Nation Podcast. We have a story to tell. So, Dave, want to share what it's like being in New England working with independent media?
You should share it more than me, but I'll be honest, man. Like, I got here, I was looking for Chris. Like, I was like wandering around trying to find Chris.
And I appreciate your brotherly instincts too, because he just came up like, go ahead.
Yeah, I came up and I was like, "What's going on, guys? How you doing?" You know.
AKA, why does Chris have stadium security
right, like,
around him while he's just trying to set up his equipment?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm like, why you got all this stuff? And like, he gave him the credentials. That wasn't good enough. Obviously, they had to confirm. And so as they're confirming, I'm walking around. I see was that either David Newton or Joe Person? I think
both of them.
It was both of them. So it was both of them. All right.
Yeah.
So it was both of them.
Yes.
So I see them walking in, and I'm like, are they gonna flag them? Like, they got the suitcase, they got the luggage. I'm like, and
they were dressed quite casually.
And they were very casual.
Dave was a little dressed. I think Dave had on a shirt.
He had on a shirt. He had on a nice little dress shirt.
And Joe had, casually dressed. Not saying he was bumming or anything.
No.
But
But
he's
like,
a writer.
And I'm not trying to have jokes about them because I think they do a good job of what they do.
Absolutely.
But I just found it fascinating that my man's got a suitcase. He got his credentials. And they questioning everything that he's trying to do. And my guys, Joe and Dave, just strolled on in. Not a problem in the world. And I'm like, and I was going to go and ask the question, did you flag them like you flagged us? And Chris asked me not to do that.
Yeah, I asked him not to do that. So it's a lot of times I have really great experiences when I go to other stadiums to talk. Like I have been to Green Bay before. I'm trying to be able to go there. It's like, man, these people are so nice. Mm-hmm. I remember being in Green Bay. It was a night game, so I feel like it was like 1 o'clock in the morning, at least. And I'm just trying to figure out how to get out of this stadium. And I see somebody coming, and I ask them, and they basically say, hey, hop on the cart. I'll show you how to get out of here, and I'm going to drive you all the way to your car. And we just had some friendly conversation. Mm-hmm. So whoever this person was, it's 1 o'clock in the morning. He could have just pointed me to where I needed to go because he probably wants to get home to his family too. But no, he just takes an extra 10 minutes to drive me out of the stadium and literally all the way to my car in the parking lot on his little machine, right? But here, setting up today, it was really – there's a lot of challenges as independent media. One, you're just doing everything by yourself, right? So there's a lot more grunt work to doing things and having all this stuff set up. But then sometimes it's like little things like that that makes it just like – I really appreciate a lot of times when you guys say, hey, man, keep up the good work. I like what you're doing because sometimes it gets exhausting fighting other things before I even get on the air, such as I didn't have on the full suit, but I got on basically what I have now, and then I'm being questioned about setting up and doing a broadcast, and I'm like, well, I'm media, so they ask for my credential. I give them the credential, and we got this guy named Chris Jenkins, and they're like, who are you with, sir? And it's I would show you guys my credential, but obviously don't want us to show you so you can duplicate it. But even though that doesn't matter.
Well, they probably thought that one was duplicated anyway, because that's why they flagged you, right?
But here's the dumb thing, right? They've upgraded, I think starting 3 years ago, the security for working staff in NFL stadiums. So now your badge must be scanned. So even if I duplicated the look, when you scan it,
it ain't gonna work.
It ain't gonna work, because that's pretty hard to figure out what I don't know how many numbers that code will generate is. And then the other part of it is facial recognition. So as I'm walking around, I go to an elevator, I gotta stick my face up, it'll scan. So if my credential is fake, I'm not gonna get very far. But yet we were held up because of things. And then
but the reasoning of why they said it was a problem.
Oh yeah. Tell them the reason. The reason why I was held up from setting up and doing my show is
because you're too close to the gate. We don't want you filming the gate to get in, even though that ain't really the gate.
That is not the gate.
That's the gate to get into to a portion of Patriots place, but that's not the gate to get into the stadium. They don't scan your tickets when you walk through this gate right here behind us, but you probably can't see. But like to the, I guess to the right of us, there's a gate that you walk in, because the way that Gillette Stadium is set up is Patriot place.
Yeah.
So you got shops and things inside and things outside as well.
Yeah.
But you don't get through the game gate until you get past this point. This doesn't get you there.
And the other thing was, sir, you have a large suitcase.
Yeah.
What are you doing with that suitcase?
It's supposed to be carry-on, man.
Like,
you know better.
Media has credentials for reasons that we're carrying things and need to bring in things that everybody else can't. And so with that, that's why I have a case. That's why other media that walk by that we know had cases and have wagons and all this. That's why I don't have a clear bag. You see this bag right here? I'm going to walk in with this. It's because I'm media. But, yeah, they gave me a really big headache about it. And then nevertheless, when I went to verify that, hey, are things cool because you haven't come back and told me things were cool, she says, well, sir, you probably didn't hear me because you were busy arguing with me about me just doing my job. And, Dave, how much did I argue? What words did I say?
You didn't say much at all.
What words did I say?
And the wild thing is that she was kind of being more combative than you were with regards to the whole situation.
Yeah.
And she's like, I'm just trying to do my job. And I'm like, yeah, but you never told him that he was all set. Because he would have went and asked somebody if he was all set if you told him he was all set. But then I told him in the meanwhile when all this thing was going, I was like, just keep setting up, man, because there's no way they're going to say you're not going to be able to do this.
Yeah. So that's the shorter part of the hassle of this morning that we barely made it live online. I don't know if these people to the left know you or something, but they
probably want to say hi.
Why are you looking, Dave? Dave's that guy.
I was wanting to message you, Trevor.
Oh, how you doing, Trevor?
Good. How are you?
Doing good, man.
Nice to see you.
But we're about to wrap up. So this is Dave, one half of Panther Nation podcast. I'm Chris Jenkins for Charlotte Vibe. Thank you all so much for tuning in. We're about to pack up, go inside. Thank you. We reached 14 super chats, which is incredible. We appreciate you. Take care.